getting a good feel of this turf to determine whether Via Sistina will take her chance in the Falmouth. I suspect she will. Join Alan Howes for our opener.
And they race away for the £100,000 six-horse challenge at Bet365 handicap stakes over the mile and a quarter. Knockbrex towards the inside toward the running rail in dark blue and red is one of the first ones to show, leading narrowly early on from Mighty River and the quite keen Burglar, who's now beginning to move into the lead, approaching their corner. Daisy's towards the outside of Bolster as they go around the turn. Killybeg's Warrior is next in the orange. Then the Godolphin pair of Local Dynasty together with the white cap Tagabawa. It's another length and a half then away to go, so in those light blue silks. Sindid is further back through them in those yellow with the black epaulets. Just in advance then of Westerton, and the back marker is Obelix in those yellow and black stripes. The field continued to advance up the home straight right down the centre of the course, and it's Burglar who leads narrowly. From Knockbrex, riding behind him Daisy and then Mighty River, followed closely by Bolster, yellow with the black spots. Over toward the right hand side is Tagabar with the white cap, then Killybeg's Warrior, followed closely by Local Dynasty and Westerton, then Sindid, and then Gozo is still second to last, and Obelix is the back marker. They're making their way down inside the final 4.5 furlongs. Burglar and Knockbrex pretty much together in the lead. It's only a half a length away to Mighty River. Then came Daisy, still over toward the far side. Then is Tagabawa. Then came Killybeg's Warrior and Gozo, who's trying to inch closer, being pushed along. Then is Bolster. Obelix is trying to stay on through horses. Westerton is nudged along, so too Sindid and Local Dynasty. Tagabawa now puts it up to Burglar as they run inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Tagabawa now inching to the lead in the orange silk. Killybeg's Warrior has every chance. In behind those, Gozo still staying on. Obelix over toward the right hand side. Then came Daisy. Westerton trying to get going just outside the final furlong. Killybeg's Warrior out in front. Obelix challenging far side. Gozo in behind those. Westerton more towards the near side. Half a furlong to go. Obelix has now grabbed the lead from Killybeg's Warrior. Westerton still running on. Local Destiny getting going late. Killybeg's Warrior coming back at Obelix to win it. Killybeg's Warrior from Obelix. Back in third then Westerton. Then came Local Dynasty, and behind that one was Gozo.
Well, he was hardly the most appealing horse going into this race, but he's run out the winner. Killybeg's Warrior has obliged. For Mick Doyle, Charlie Johnston and Kevin Stotts, colours of Fruits of Love. If your memory goes back that far, Killybeg's Warrior wins and gets the better of Obelix, who cantered into this under a cool Jamie Spencer, got a side of the front, and you fancy Killybeg's Warrior wanted it a bit more. For Kevin Stotts, 20-1. I wonder if that has set the tone for a day when the rain is going to fall almost throughout. Killybeg's Warrior wins for the Johnsons, their second victory here at this Boodles Newmarket July Festival.
And it's got Johnston written all over it, hasn't it? 7th start of his season for Killybeg's Warrior. He's been to some big gigs before this, he's run some good races in defeat, but back to the scene where he won as a juvenile as well. He's a winner at this track last year, down the weights a little bit and down in grade. He's really toughed it out and seen his race out strongly once he has been tackled. Never too far away from what I thought was an honest gallop. They started quickening up a good way from home. 5-6 down, they were really turning the taps on and knocking out furlongs under 12 seconds. So it was a good test at the trip. He's obviously a strong stayer at the trip, and he was very willing when he was tackled late on.
Too free, too early. Burglar jumped right into Rab Havlin's hands. Was rank, really, the chestnut with the white face.
Far too free. He wants cover, doesn't he? And he wasn't able to get it. You can see at this stage Kevin Stott has kind of jumped out handy, but he's happy to sort of slot in behind, chase the leading pack, sit really mid-division actually. He was a little bit further back than I thought he was initially watching it. He's chased the leading pack of 4 or 5 really, and there's 1 or 2 of them that are probably just doing a little bit too much. His stablemate Knockbrex in there, he's probably overdoing things a little bit out in front, having got quite warm beforehand as well.
All right, you can see Obelix, the eventual runner-up, the striped colours at the back. Now Jamie Spencer opts to go to the far side to get his toe into the race, and he caught your eye every step of the way, and he's got there absolutely tanking.
Yeah, you get the impression watching him here that this is kind of what he wants, and
smuggling.
Smuggling into a race off a good gallop, loads of cover, swinging along, keep him happy. when he's been asked to go, he's quickened up fine. He's run a big race. You can't knock him too much, but I do get the impression that once he came to win his race, he's kind of just backed out of it a little bit, and I think Jamie Spencer's given him an excellent ride in defeat.
2:06.61 is the winning time. That is just over 3 seconds outside the Racing Post standard time for this race. I mean, a preliminary indication would be, and looking at the ground as well, that the rain has already had an impact.
It's definitely slower than yesterday, isn't it, that time, and they're making a good print, and it's still raining now, so we could be looking at, you know, appreciably softer ground in a couple of hours and come towards the last couple of races on the card, couldn't we? But this is the point here where Obelix challenges far side, and KILLYBEG's Warriors needs to find. He does find. He's very honest. We see him stick his neck out and go away and win. Westerton's run really well.